Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this video, we are going to look at question 3, parts C and D of the Math 206 final exam review. For this question, we are asked to graph the given angle and evaluate the trigonometric function at that angle without using a calculator. So the first thing I want to do, let's see, we have cosine of 7 pi over 6. I'm going to go ahead and sketch this. 7 pi over 6, that would terminate in quadrant 3. It'd be like right here. So it would look like this. Now, given that this is on the unit circle, we have the option of either 1, using the unit circle, or 2, using the reference angle. It's totally up to you, whatever you're more comfortable with. I'm actually going to do it both ways. We're going to use the reference angle, and then we will consult with the unit circle. So first we want to find the reference angle. The reference angle is that acute angle that's wedged in between the x-axis and the terminal side of our theta. So that's going to be right here, and we're going to call our reference angle theta hat. It's so cute. Our given angle is 7 pi over 6. Our reference angle, so in between pi and 7 pi over 6 would be pi over 6. So our reference angle is pi over 6. And cosine is negative in quadrant 3, so that means that cosine of 7 pi over 6 is the negative version of whatever cosine of pi over 6 is. Cosine of pi over 6, our reference angle, is root 3 over 2. Therefore, cosine of 7 pi over 6 is negative root 3 over 2. Looking at our next example, cosecant of 120 degrees. So the first thing we want to do is graph this. Let's see, 120 will terminate in quadrant 2. It's going to be closer to the y-axis, so it's maybe going to be up here. There's theta. And again, what we might want to do is determine the reference angle theta hat. So that's going to be in between the x-axis and the terminal side. So that would be right here. This was 120 degrees. This is 180 degrees. The reference angle is the distance between those, so the reference angle is 60 degrees. This is cosecant. It might be helpful to think of sine. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. And let's see, we're in quadrant 2 where sine is positive, therefore cosecant is also positive. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually figure out sine of 60 degrees. Sine of 60 degrees is root 3 over 2. So now what I can do is I can take the reciprocal, I can figure out what cosecant is. Cosecant of 60 degrees would be the reciprocal, that would be 2 over root 3. I want to rationalize the denominator, so I'm going to multiply by root 3 over root 3, and I end up with 2 root 3 over 3. Yay, rational denominator. And because cosecant is positive in quadrant 2, that means that cosecant of 120 is equal to cosecant of 60. So my final answer will be 2 radical 3 over 3. So I figured both of these out using reference angles, but let's double check our work with the unit circle. I took the unit circle from a previous video of mine, so that's why the handwriting might be horrendous. My apologies. I didn't want to get in trouble for copyright infringement. So let's see, 7 pi over 6. 7 pi over 6 is right here. And the cosine corresponds to the x-coordinate. So the x-coordinate here is negative 3 over 2, which is what we found. So I feel very confident that we have the right answer for part C. What about part D? So I don't have cosecant on here. Well, I mean, we'll use sine. So sine corresponds with y. The y coordinate at 120 degrees, here's 120, it's in red. The y coordinate is right here, root 3 over 2. So that's the sine, and then that's what we found out here. We had the sine, we took the reciprocal, and we rationalized the denominator. I again feel very confident. I like checking my work when I can, so this is where we can kind of use the unit circle or the reference angles to kind of help us with this. This has been question 3, parts C and D. Thank you for stopping by.